Hey guys, I basically filmed this video 3 times because my webcam is crap, and I am going to be so excited when I either get a new computer or get a camera and never use it again, and then it's going to miss me. It's going to miss me a lot. So let's go ahead and get started with this week. We are doing best bookish best friends and worst bookish best friends. Let's go ahead and get started because I have a lot of stuff for you. Let's start with the worst. We have the winner of the worst best friend ever award. True fact. Cat from Guilt by Catherine Longshore. I don't know why I paused there. But Cat being Catherine Howard being the 5th wife to Henry during the Tudor dynasty. Didn't like her before I read the book. Didn't like her while I was reading it. Do not like her after it. I hate her so much. So before I read it, everyone knows that Catherine Howard was a brat. Like, she was all wasting money and no one liked her. She was super mean to Mary Tudor. And she got her head cut off because she had an affair and all that good stuff. But during this book, I just really hated her. So the book is told in Kitty Cat's best friend point of view. They're both called Catherine, but Catherine calls herself Cat and then calls the other Catherine Kitty. Get it? Because one of them is bigger than the other. So the point is that Cat basically completely destroys Kitty's life. Like, Kitty didn't have a great life, but you know, she was happy, Cat ruined it. She had a guy, Cat ruined it. She had a life, Cat ruined it. Cat just basically got her in so much trouble while they were in Tudor court. So much trouble. Kitty basically lost everything. Ah, so mad. And then, like, Kitty was so loyal to her, so ridiculously loyal to her. Like, Cat could ask her to do anything and Kitty would do it. So, what the hell? I just wanted to punch Kitty in the face. Like, knock her senses. Like, make her realize that Cat was the worst friend ever and not to associate with her anymore. And just, like, run away with that guy, like my guy kept saying. And just, hated her. Next we have Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. Bridget sucks. Bridget, I can't say what she did because I would spoil, but she did something thinking that Anna wouldn't find out, and then Anna comes home for the holidays like every normal person comes home for the holidays, and what the hell? I was mad. I was very mad. Not a good friend. That friend sucks. Next we have Vixen by Gillian Larkin. This is going to be brief. Lorraine, don't like you. Lorraine was basically a bad friend. She would crush anyone to get higher up on the social ladder, including her best friend Gloria. She was just mad at because Gloria was pretty and could sing, and so let's hate her. So, yeah, don't like her. And finally, the less obvious option, Lisa from Vampire Academy by Michelle Mead. I didn't like Lisa. And then I especially didn't like Lisa. I'm pretty sure within Shadow Kiss, Rose needed to do something to help Dimitri. I'm not going to say what it is because that would be a huge spoiler. But Dimitri needed her help, and Rose wanted to help Dimitri, obviously, because it was a really bad thing that happened. And then she's like, listen, Lisa, I need your support. I need you to, like, understand. And Lisa's like, nope, sorry. And I was just so mad, because even Rose says it, she has spent her entire life protecting Lisa. Lisa is a Mormie, and these, like, weak vampires, and then Rose is like, damn, for these strong vampires that basically, like, not vampires, they're, like, half vampire. I don't know, it's weird. They're, like, things. And they basically are guardians to the vampires, and she has lived her whole life protecting and guarding and making sure Lisa's alright, and how is Lisa feeling, and let's take care of Lisa. And the one time Rose needed Lisa's help, no. Like, she didn't need her help, she just needed, like, her best friend to support her. No. And then Lisa goes on this crazy, like, binge where I just hated her and I wanted to punch her in the face for all of, like, Blood Promise. Yeah, basically. All of Blood Promise, right? And all of Spirit Bound, and just, I cannot. So, let's talk about the good ones before I get a little bit too annoyed. First, we have Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins. Lindsay was a great best friend. She didn't like Max. I didn't like Max. Nobody liked Max except Max and Lola for a little bit. But I did not like him at all, and Lindsay was just funny. I liked her. I'm going to also count Anna in that book as a best friend, because I love Hannah. Next, we have Bitter Blue by Kirsten Kishore. Teddy was my favorite character in this whole book. He's Saf's best friend, and I loved him. All he wanted to do was make dictionaries with words in them and help his sister be happy and help everyone be happy, and I just adored him a lot. And then we have Hex Hall by Rachel Hawkins. This book's best friend is Jenna. She is a vampire. She is Sophie's roommate. And throughout the whole series, they get into fights. They're real best friends. They get into fights, they get into arguments, stuff like that. But in the end, they always make up, and I just love them. And also, they have this really nice banter. Like her and Archer, Sophie and Archer have really like witty banter, but I feel like her and Jenna have this really like best friend like banter, which I really liked. And then we have Hannah from Delirium by Lauren Oliver. For the first time, I have more good ones than bad ones. So I loved Hannah in Delirium, not just because of like herself as a person, but because she moved the plot forward. If it wasn't for Hannah, Lena would just be a normal person who got the vaccine for against love. And Hannah's the one who starts the story. She's not just a random character there for comic relief or something like that. She actually moves the plot forward, and she's the one who introduces Lena to Alex and all of that. So she is someone who makes things happen. And finally, I don't have the book with me, but honorable mentions include freaking Karu's best friend, whose name escapes me right now, but I loved her a lot, so I'm really upset that I can't remember what her name is and I don't have the book with me. But Karu's best friend and daughter, Vivian, something with a V. I loved her so much because it takes a real best friend to put up with you randomly disappearing all the time to run errands and then not explaining what the errands are. And it also takes a really good best friend for you to like explain Karu's life, like brimstone and teeth collecting and wishing and all that creepy stuff, and still be your friend. That's real friendship. And I love Susanna. That was her name. It's nothing with a V. Whatever. Now editing this. Susanna was her name. And then Isaac from The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, because just the speech that he gives in like the heart of Jesus thing at the church just made me emotional. And he was hilarious. I loved him. And him and Augustus had a really good relationship. And that is it. And I will see Loretta tomorrow, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!